One day at a time, one step at a time, do what you can do your best, let God, your faith, your patience, and hope handle the rest. So, today we are presenting an informative video all about cancer. So, what all things we are including in this video, or what things we are going to discuss is like what exactly is cancer? What are the causes of cancer? What all symptoms are there in cancer? And what all treatment protocols are there that are followed conventionally in cancer treatments? And last but not least, the importance of Hope Ayurvedic medicine, which is purely holistic and natural in nature. How does it help in giving better outcome and improvising the success rate of cancer patients? Yes, so moving ahead, here I am with you, Dr. Madhuri Sonawane, MD in Ayurveda from Hope Ayurvedic Medicines. So, let us move ahead and start with the cancer. So, our human body is made up of billions and billions of cells. These all cells, they just grow, they just perform their function, and eventually they die. This is the life cycle of a cell. So, all these cells are like coming under the control of certain mechanism or certain systems in the body. So there is a mutual coordination between them. But when this mutual coordination is spoiled, or when something goes wrong in this system, these cells, instead of dying and getting replaced by some healthier cells, these cells on their own start proliferating. And when they proliferate, they just accumulate, they just aggregate, they get organized and colonized, and they just transform into a lump, a tumor, or a cyst. And such a cyst or this proliferation of cells is said to be cancer. So later, once it is diagnosed that you are having cancer, it is definitely a frightening incident. It just panics the whole family. The whole issue also gets very critical. Since cancer is a dreaded disease which is spreading drastically all over the globe, so it is definitely very much important to know the basic facts about cancer. So cancer may happen anywhere in the body because the whole body is made up of cells. So wherever it just happens, wherever the deformity occurs with any type of cells, so depending upon its location, depending upon its site, it is named accordingly. It is that type of cancer, and that is the primary site of the cancer. And also depending upon whether this cancer has spread to any of the lymph nodes or the adjacent tissues. So it is said to be the spread that is called as the metastasis of the cancer. It is also said as the malignancy. So because of this capacity of cancer cells that's spreading into the adjacent tissues, it is said to be malignant. So what all like symptoms that we encounter in cancers are? Basically there are mostly no symptoms at all until in so many cases like patients land up in the end stages of their cancer. But at times, when we notice any type of lump, any type of tumor, or any type of mass which is unusual in the body, which is painless basically in nature, and it is growing continuously and without causing any symptoms, such a growth, if it is like associated with symptoms like you have hair fall, if you have weight loss, if there is loss of appetite, there is disturbance in the digestive system, then definitely a suspicion of cancer should come to the mind of the physician or the patient itself. So we should get it detected and then get all the investigations done, and we can also then plan the treatment accordingly. Okay, then coming to the causes. The causes are mainly dependent upon the lifestyle factors also, like what all food habits are there, then how is your fitness regime or your routine, then your sleep patterns, then any stress, tension, anxiety is there, or any type of exposure to pollutions, then any type of exposure to chemicals, or like addictions, or any other risk factors like having a family history wherein genetic factors are responsible at times. And also at times there are no causes at all. There is some unknown causes. Maybe there is nothing exactly found in certain patients too. But coming to a point wherein in 2018, wherein a concept was put forward by Allison and Honjo scientists, where they commented that immunity is the most important factor causing cancer. A poor immune system, a weakened defense mechanism is definitely responsible for the growth of cancer cells. So that is where exactly we should focus that our immunity in day-to-day life is getting exposed, and it should be built up, it should be strengthened up, and that's why immunity is the basic important factor. Then coming to the treatment part, definitely in cancer, the modern science has got a variety of treatments and which is really dependable and which is really successful. So what all treatments are there? So there are treatments like surgery, then there are treatments like chemotherapy and radiation. So in surgery, what do we see is there it works on removal or excision of the mass, tumor, lump, wherever it is there in the body. Thereafter, it is the chemotherapy, which includes the chemicals. These chemicals provide, they kill the cancer cells. Then in radiation, it provides X-rays to kill the cancer cells. All these treatments are reliable, definitely they give better outcomes, but for sure they have their own adverse effects. So many side effects are there. Many of the cases, in many of the situations and in many patients, people suffer a lot. Their health gets depleted, their health gets deteriorated, and even at a certain level, they feel depressed, they feel anxious, they are tense to continue even the whole process of the cancer treatment. So here it is that Hope Ayurvedic medicine as an add-on therapy, which is purely natural, which is purely herbal and purely organic in nature, helps out to give better outcomes and better survival rates. So let us see what are the side effects what are the adverse effects of these conventional therapies. So most commonly observed side effects are like the disturbance of the digestive system, which causes a lot of nausea, a lot of vomiting in patients, then there is burning sensation all over the body, then there is acidity, at times there is that ulceration, formation of ulceration in the mouth, then even the food intake capacity is reduced, there is loss of appetite, then at times it is like loose motions may happen, or at times it is constipation that is faced by the patient. And because of all these things, the patient becomes so weak, he loses his confidence to continue the therapy itself. And all of these contribute to weaken the immune mechanism. So what happens next is whenever such treatments we are taking, it is not that these treatments are distinguishing between the cancer cells and the healthy cells. So even our healthy cells are exposed to all these chemicals, to all these radiations and whatever treatments that we are following. And it just damages or it just depletes the functions of these healthier cells. It just depletes the count of the healthier cells such as hemoglobin, such as RBCs, WBCs, red blood cells, white blood cells, and also the platelets. So which are the main responsible factors to maintain the immune system throughout the treatment when it is going on. So other than this, also mentally the patient becomes very weak, he just feels depressed, and even at times because of all this heat and all these factors, the patients get a lot of rashes on the skin, there is skin pigmentation, there is hair loss, and all these things are all there as side effects. So when it is combined, when Hope Ayurvedic medicine stands here and it has got its role to prove to just eliminate all these side effects. So how it does it? When we take this Hope Ayurvedic medicines along with your conventional therapies, definitely we can overcome all the adverse effects whatever are caused by the conventional treatments. So this is the basic things which where it shows its benefit. Other than this, in terms of success rate, in terms of smoother recovery and speedier recovery, and also in terms of preventing recurrence. So it proves to be very, very beneficial and very, very efficacious in that case too. So how does this happen and why? So Hope Ayurvedic medicines basically works it just improves the blood supply to each and every organ and each and every cell of the body. And it just stimulates that every cell and every organ to perform its function at its optimum level. And because of that, the immune system gets boosted up. And this helps in providing nourishment to all the cells, and providing in controlling the parameters of the organs performing their own functions, and thereby improving the confidence, maintaining the stability of the mentality of the patients. So here is how, and how it just helps in like overcoming the cancer. And moving ahead about like the success rate, definitely it depends upon our observation also. And being herbal, being natural and organic in nature, it has got no side effects at all. It can be taken by any age group people, then it can be taken by anyone, and the dose is so minimal and it is so simple that anyone can have it, and nothing like no drug interaction at all whenever it is combined with any type of treatment pathies. So no drug interaction has been observed so far. And we have been into this field and we have witnessed so many patients so far that it gives really good results in terms of recovery. So like it just helps in like balancing all the doshas as per Ayurveda. It just helps in maintaining the harmony of the body. It just improves the like restoration, and then it has the capacity, like it contains the antioxidants, and that is why whatever toxins are getting accumulated because of the treatments, because of the disease, and because of whatever like things that is consumed, and which helps in like formation of toxins in the body, these toxins are expelled from the body, they are flushed from the body, and this detoxification also plays an important role in the recovery of that cancer. Because if these toxins accumulate in the body, definitely it is going to delay the treatment process. It is going to like at times maybe the treatment will be skipped, or it may come to a breaking point, or it may just it just exaggerates the whole situation, and that complications may also happen because of the accumulation of toxins. So detoxification is also one of the most important factor, which is the most important benefit that we can like experience with this medicine. The next is it just acts as a rejuvenator. So it just helps in rejuvenation, it just helps in restoration of the whatever depletion has happened to the cells and the organs, and also it just maintains the immunity and sustains the patient's immunity thereafter. So these are all the functions performed by this holistic medicine, and it is very effective and very natural in its way. And what all properties are there? Like it is, first of all, it is just made out of the leaves of the medicinal plants. These are pure natural herbs, and it does not contain any chemicals, any steroids, or any type of metallic dust in it. At the same time, these medicines are patent, they are FDA approved, they are GMP certified, and also they do not contain any type of heavy metals in it. So that also, all these things we are certified with. So this product is like very efficacious, and so far we have been observing all this data that is also there in our backup. It is there in our with us, everything is there in our notice. So to monitor all this thing, to assess all this thing, analyze, get it analyzed, and give it certain like scientific based thing, and do some research in this. So we just went forward and did a research in cancer patients, and all types of cancer patients of all stages, wherein whatever treatments they were taking simultaneously as an add-on therapy, our Hope Ayurvedic medicines were prescribed in those cases. So what was the observation was? The basic observation, the conclusion was so remarkable and so enthusiastic that it just showed that all these patients recovered very nicely and very faster and in a very limited period of time, with no adverse effects at all. And the main the very particular thing was like there was no drug interaction too. There was no allergic reaction, there was no complication that happened to the patient, and it just helped them to get out of it and just like happily, and providing a quality of life to them, giving them a relief in that way. So just killing the cancer cells is not much enough. So giving a quality of life, protecting them from adverse effects, then reassuring them that definitely this treatment can become smoother, offer you a better success rate, and then also it can prevent you in further future also to avoid this risk and all these things. So we all have a question in our mind. Maybe it may come to a mind that when and how Hope Ayurvedic medicines can be started, and who all can take this Hope medicines. So definitely all the persons having weakened immune system, or those who are falling sick, like often they are falling sick, frequency is more than those people's, and even from mild illnesses to that extreme severe illnesses, definitely they can also opt for it. Then people who have a genetic history, then who are at most supposed to be at a risk factor, aged after 40, Then even who are having like addictions history is there. Anyone who is in doubt that some chronic ulcer is there, which is not helping them to go off with any types of treatments for a longer period of time, definitely they can opt for this treatment. So these medicines, which are holistic, natural, and they perform like what all benefits they can give. So they can be given as a prophylactic treatment, wherein it means it can be taken as a preventive medicine, so that we do not face any type of infection, we do not face any type of like illness in the future. It can be prevented in that way. Also, it can be taken as a supportive treatment because it supports all the body tissues. It helps in strengthening the immune mechanism and it helps in the recovery and the success rate of the cancer patients. At the same time, it can be taken as a palliative care also in your end stages. Definitely here it helps in extension or expansion of the life of the patient without even causing them any type of side effects, and also reducing all the symptoms that they are suffering from in their lifetime. So definitely hope Ayurvedic medicines can be tried in all these stages, and also it most importantly it can be tried in the stage wherein you are cured from cancer, you are free from cancer, you have survived it very well. But last but not least, we should not neglect and we should not ignore the thing that many a times often we get to see that cancer reoccurs. There is a relapse, there is a recurrence in cancer. So to prevent all this relapse and recurrence of cancer and redevelopment of these cancer cells, we need to maintain our immunity, we need to detox our body, we need to restore all the depletion that has caused because of these treatments, because of the cancer which we have survived. So to avoid all these things and to improve the health status of our cancer survivors, definitely as a post-treatment, post-cancer care treatment also, we should continue with this medicine so that we just organize our body in a well-maintained form and it can sustain all the other things in their later healthy life. So here we have so many patients data with us. There are certain testimonials which are available on our YouTube channel. Definitely there are certain reviews, Google reviews. Definitely you can visit to that Google over there. And also we have our website wherein you get all the basic and all the needed and necessary information. You can ask anything you have there, you can ask any doubts and you can have your own queries satisfied answered over there by our doctors and our team. So moving ahead, so there are we have our own center which is located, our main branch which is located in Pune, here in Pune, India, Maharashtra. Also, we have another branch which is located in Delhi, and opening shortly is our branch in Belgaum. So, all the details about these branches and the timings would be shown to you on this screen. And yeah, definitely the research work, yes, we had done it. It was monitored, it was analyzed, and the results were as I said, it was the conclusion was really so awesome, and it just proved out to be very effective and very beneficial. And this research work was done by the oncologist itself in the V.K. Patil Institute in Nagar, and the research work also got published. The article also got published in the International Journal of Cardiology. So definitely all these details are available on the website. So go through that, and definitely our doctors, our team is there to assist you, to guide you in all the ways, in all the possible ways, and we are there to assist you anytime, any hour of the day, as per shown you as per the official timings. Yes, thank you.
I'm Radhakrishna Ghodke. I'm a resident of Beed district. I went through the surgery when I found about this disease. I was told to undergo 6 chemotherapies after the surgery. But after 2 chemotherapies, my relative Amol Benkar told me about this Hope Ayurvedic medicine. After starting this medicine, I did not take the rest of the chemotherapies. And because of the Hope Ayurvedic medicine, I am fit.
I found out this disease in 2005. When I found out the disease was at its higher stage, I was admitted to the hospital in unconscious state. I didn't know about what medicine I was taking. Before that treatment started, I found out about hope from some friends. They told me to start this medicine with the allopathy medicines. When I was admitted, I was bleeding through nose and mouth. The hemoglobin count of my blood at that time was just 3 to 4. Everyone had lost their faith, doctors and relatives alike. Then I started taking the hope medicine. The bleeding stopped in the first few days. I became a bit stable. I started taking that medicine regularly. Within 3 to 4 months, all of my reports were normal. Even bone marrow report showed that I was cancer free. Right now, I'm so happy that I'm relieved from this disease. And I would recommend this medicine.
Hello, I am Rajendra Ramkrishna Panse. I am from Chakan. Doctor detected my blood cancer and started my treatment with medicines. But results were not very good. I took treatment at different highly regarded places, but still the result were not yielding. Then one of our friends suggested this Hope Ayurvedic medicine which he was taking and his disease was cured as well. I came here because of that. I started this and blood coming through my urine stopped. My immunity system started growing and now I feel very much healthy and my hemoglobin had dropped to 8 and because of that I had problems in walking. Doctor suggested me to undergo checkup to find out the root cause. A report showed that I had a knot in my colon, which eventually got detected as cancer. Immediately after the cancer was detected, Dr. Ravi Kasbekar operated me and I got discharged within 11 days. During my treatment, my fellow friend Mr. Mane came to see me and he told me about the Hope Ayurvedic medicine. After my operation, every morning and evening I started taking Hope Ayurvedic medicine. After 21 days, my chemo treatment started. I had gone through 7 chemos. But since I was taking Hope Ayurvedic medicine, there were no side effects of chemo, like hair fall, black patches on my skin, and not even on my appetite. Because of taking Hope Ayurvedic medicine, I started feeling energetic.
Basically, I'm Shashank. In 2009, I was detected with blood cancer. In Nagpur, I didn't get a good treatment, so I had to be admitted to Tata. I had to go through chemotherapy and radiation for about 6 to 7 months. My health was really down because of all that. Doctor had said that I'll live for 5 days max. My father was really stressed due to this. So his few of his friends suggested him about hope and to use the Ayurvedic medicine and told him about the results. So my father met them and we started using the medicine. When I was going through chemo, I started using the hope medicine. My blood count was in control then and it was in level. Because sometimes it had dropped from 5 to 4 and due to the medicine it had started increasing. I felt like vomiting and nauseous due to the chemotherapy and it was all gone because of the medicine now, and now I'm fit and fine and everyone says it too. Yes, I'm completely happy now.
Yes, completely. I am very much satisfied with the results. When he was admitted, his blood count and the platelets came down to 35,000. Because of the medicine, the platelets were raised to 1 lakh. He couldn't climb stairs, and within 15 days, he could run up the stairs. He became paralytic. The chemotherapy caused the edema, and even the doctor said there was no use. So after we brought him back and started medicine, he lost his edema. He started walking. He completed his VE. Now from 6 months we haven't given him any treatment and he is fine. He only takes Hope Ayurvedic medicine regularly. Even if he is alone, he does everything. I am very satisfied with the results. Hope Ayurvedic medicine is satisfaction for us. And I feel hopeful.
My brain tumor was detected 5 years ago. We had the surgery in Ruby Hall Clinic. Then I underwent chemoradiation. The heat increased due to chemoradiation. My platelets count reduced a lot, and my immunity system was also reduced very much. I had a lot of other illnesses. When I started taking hope medicines, my immune system improved. I could roam then around easily. Blood count also increased. I would really suggest everyone that after cancer is detected, do not become panic and take hope Ayurvedic medicine, which will help you in eliminating the process of radiations a lot. You can also use hope Ayurvedic medicine to stay away from all the side effects. I have